Okay. I went and seen Imaginary yesterday. Okay. I was going to upload a video yesterday after I got off work, but I decided not to because my son and my other son wanted to play Helldivers last night. So that was my second time playing. Man, that game is a trip. Oh my God, that game is a trip. I suck at it. My middle son was getting impatient with me because he's like, man, this is what happened last time he was on Destiny. Man, he said I just because he's ready to get on there. And my oldest boy is like, yeah. He said, Dad, he's kind of like slow when it comes to mechanics and stuff like that. Which I can play Helldivers if they just would clean that menu up. I think there's a lot of things on there that they just got all jacked up. But anyway, I went and seen Imaginary yesterday, and that's the reason why I didn't upload a video. But this movie is a C plus. I'm gonna say it's a C plus, and the reason why I say it's a C plus because I don't think a lot of people's gonna like this movie. And I like the movie, but I think the movie has its flaws. But for the most part, um, and it's about this girl. She marries this guy, and he's got a teenage daughter, and he's just uh, yeah, he's got this little girl. I think that little girl played in Megan. I think I could be wrong, but I think she played in Megan. Sorry about the camera. I'm just holding this phone a certain way, but I think it's the same girl that played in Megan, but it might not be. And then the woman that married the guy, she is the girl that played in Jurassic. That last Jurassic Park movie. She was the chick that was flying the airplane. Uh, uh, it's good to see her in the movie, but she decides to move into her dad's house, and uh, so she's got this ready-made family that she married this guy, and he's got a teenage daughter, and then she's got this little girl that is his daughter. So he's got two kids. So she took on a lot of responsibility. Marrying ready-made families, whew, that's rough because you know their mom was sick, and when you marry in a family like that, especially her situation, her mom was still alive. So their kids' mom's still alive. They never really got into the specifics of why she was sick or locked up, and there's a lot of things that left you hanging because I never understood, never really got into what happened with the kids' mom because she ended up sneaking in the house somehow because the teenage daughter texted her, and then the new wife uh, is stuck in a situation where she's trying to get these kids to accept her, but that's a hard pill to swallow because one, she's black, their dad is white, they're white kids, that's not what this is all about. But then you gotta understand. I mean, their mom is still alive, and it'd be different if their mom passed away or got hurt in a car accident or something. But there was something wrong with their mom as why her and her dad split up. But I guess she was sick or something. But they never really got into it. But anyway, fast forward, the girl, the main chick that I told you about, that is the main person. She had an imaginary friend, but she moved back into this house, and she moved the whole family into this house after they got married because it's a nice house. Well, the little girl ends up having an imaginary friend, which is a bear. Okay, well, this bear started making her do strange stuff, but then the girl, which is the woman that's married to the guy, that's got the two kids, the teenage daughter and the little girl. Her dad was in this uh, nursing care because he had lost it, and she didn't understand why he left her, and so she would go visit him, and he was just gone. Well, the movie just goes forward, and she finds out that her imaginary friend that she had when she was little, that because her next door neighbor, she had this next door neighbor that's real creepy too, this older lady, and she ties into the movie too. Well, come find out that she had an imaginary friend. So when she moved back in the house, her imaginary friend attached himself to that young girl, which was her imaginary friend when she was 5, but she had left. But then there was this door that you could go through, and this is why I think a lot of people's not going to like this movie because there's this door you go through, and the only way you can get through this door is I don't know. I'm not going to really rant too much about it. All I gotta tell you is that for me, for a Saturday afternoon matinee, I like the movie, but I don't think it's a great movie at all. I think this is one of those movies where you could have went, you could have got on digital. You could have waited till digital to get it. So this is a movie that you could wait, and you could actually wait till it's available on, to watch to rent digital. It's not one you can just go to the theater and watch. But I wanted to go to the theater and watch this movie because this is one of those movies. Imaginary was one of the movies of 2024 I wanted to go see. Ghostbusters Afterlife was a movie I want to go see of 2024. Quiet Place Day One is a movie I want to go see. It's 2024. I want to go see Wolverine, Deadpool Wolverine thing because I think I'd just be entertaining. And there's a few other movies in 2024. So this is one of the movies on the list of 2024 I wanted to go see. But the climax of the movie is they got into this imaginary world. I could see what they were trying to do with this movie. It didn't work, but the crowd that I was with, I went into the theater and I went at it 2 something, and there was people in there, and it was all different type of ages and stuff. That's what I liked. There's young people in there, middle-aged people in there, people my age. So I was like, okay, this is a nice little crowd. And for the most part, people seem to be okay with this movie. So is this movie worth a purchase as far as 4K? I'd probably buy it for 4K because of the fact that I like movies like this. This is by far not a great movie, you guys. Understand this. But for somebody like me that goes to movie, I know the horror channels. If you go to the horror channels, these horror channels I call them, they're gonna cut this all up. They're gonna probably have thumbnails looking like, oh my god, this is dog shit. I guarantee you, what the heck did I just watch? It's gonna be like that. And so I get it. I get it. But somebody, me, I had a good workout in. I worked out, ate me a protein bar, drunk my water. I mixed my little stuff in. I put a little creatine in there, a little protein drink, and mix it up. I drank that and went out there and watched it, and I enjoyed it because I wanted to actually go see this movie. So, I just, for me, I didn't have no issues. All right, so I thought it's an hour and 44 minutes long. I thought it could have. I don't know, you guys. I don't think this movie is going to resonate with a lot of people. I really think they're not going to like it. But there's not no kills in there. There's some parts in there where I thought that this kid came over and it's an okay movie. If you're looking for blood, guts, and gore and all that kind of stuff, it ain't in here. There's only one part where it shows somebody getting killed, and it didn't even show anything. It just showed blood coming out the door. But when they went into that imaginary world, man, everything was imaginary. So when you got in the imaginary world, you had to imagine everything. So there's a way to create stuff. But there's parts where I thought the movie was over, and it wasn't over. And then there was a part where I said to myself, man, the only way that you can get rid of this thing is you're going to have to she shouldn't, I don't think she realized that until after she moved in the house. But when she found out that thing attached to that little girl, and she was just trying to win these people over and stuff. And when when the mother come by, there was a couple little jump scares in there that worked pretty good for me. But the whole time, that bear never was like, you could never see the bear. We could see the bear in the theater, but then when they had this woman come over and talk to this little girl, and this little girl, she told this woman, the woman that married this family, she was the main person in the movie. She said the woman that came over to film the girl talking to this bear, there was no bear. Then it showed parts of the movie where the girl was just holding something, and there was no bear. So they tricked you in certain things. I'm going on 10 minutes. I could talk a lot about this movie, but I think this is a movie that you can wait as far as DVD or rental or something. But this is worth waiting to watch at home. But for me, it wasn't worth waiting because I watched it and I enjoyed it. But it's not a blow your mind kind of movie. It's just a regular movie. And it didn't have anything in it. I was like, thank the good Lord I'm not even gonna touch. Y'all know what I mean. It had none of that in there. Not nothing. Nothing. Not even a drop. So that's why this movie's okay for me. Okay, it's okay for me. So I could go another 10, 15 more minutes and just talk about stuff. But yeah, man, this is a C plus kind of movie. It's not no D minus or anything like that. But for me, it's an okay movie. Uh, I'll probably buy it for 4K just because I just like the concept. I can see where they're going. Because man, when they went inside that little imaginary world, I was like, damn, man, they did a good job. I was in there looking around. I was in the theater. Said, wow, man, you can get lost in there. And that one lady next door, all three of them went through this door, and she told that one teenager girl to stay back. She go, I'm not standing back. That's my little sister. I'm going to rescue my little sister and stuff like that. But then the house burnt down because they had to burn the girl was afraid, the little girl was afraid of fire. So she ended up being the one that saved everybody because she set the thing on fire. So she set the thing on fire. If you looked inside this thing's eyes, you can get lost. That's what happened to the main character's dad that's in the nursing home. She found out that he saved her life because he was trying to save her from an imaginary friend, but she just forgot all about that. So there's just so much in this movie that I can cover. Like I said, you watch these horror channels that are into this thing, they're gonna have their thumbnails are gonna be like, what the hell did I just watch? Watch all their thumbnails. This movie is dog shit, and this movie is this and that. And I don't like cussing, but I'm just gonna tell you that's what they're gonna do. Someone like me, I'll be honest with you, I knew what I was going into, so I just knew that it was going to be an above average movie. There's movies I'm going to go see this year, but I know that's not going to be that good. But I want to go see them because I know I like those types of movies. I don't, look, at the end of the day, you guys, when I go see movies, I don't go see movies in there. I go movies because I want to enjoy movies. There's rarely times when I go to a movie and I walk out there like, I lost 2 hours of my life. What the heck did I just get done watching and roar and watch it out? I don't do that. Like sometimes I look at people who are YouTubers and they're good, real good. I'm like, you really are good, but are you really enjoying movies like you once did? Or do you just go movies so you can just upload on your video channel that you wouldn't see this movie and you can talk about it? I don't upload that much, and I'm far from not being. I'm not even close. I'm not even a fraction as good as those guys. Not even. Not even a dust speck. But what I am saying is that when I go movies, I had a good day. I had a good workout. I went and seen a 2:25 matinee. Oh my God! I went and seen this movie is supposed to start at 2:25. It took 25 minutes before that movie started. Yeah. So you ain't got to never worry about being late when you walk in theater because they got a whole bunch of stuff they show before that movie starts. But anyway, but yeah, this is a C plus, you guys. This is a C plus and maybe a C minus. But I liked it because it had nothing in it, and I liked it because it is a movie that I think that it would have been good back in the 80s. The mid 80s and the late 90s because it is no Megan, it is no Black Phone, it's nothing like that. So if you're going in there thinking of Megan or Black Phone, which those were all good, or that one where that woman had a face behind her head and she had a different, like a two-person person where she, that person took over. Y'all know the name of that movie. That was a good movie. It ain't like that. But if you're like me and you're going out on something, and I love the atmosphere I was with. I could hear them like, oh man, just a little bit of groaning in there where people was talking about stuff. Then it's your time. Then you would enjoy this movie. But I wouldn't recommend going to the theater to go watch this movie. I recommend me going to the theater watching this movie because I wanted to go see this movie. So it's no biggie for me. I enjoy stuff like that. But for somebody that's going in there looking for some blood, guts, and gore and some deep meaning and all that kind of stuff and just want to get your socks blown off and all that, no, stay your butt home. Stay your butt home. God bless you. Take care. We'll catch you next video. We will see you.